Hi. I had such a day today. Oh my Lanta. Anyways, show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I know I said I was going to do it during the day, but life happened. My son got sick and he couldn't stay at his dad's and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't like my hair like this either. Ugh. Oh, wow. Forgive the hair. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, well. I was watching like Puss in Boots with my son while he got sick. So, yeah, I'm kind of sucked. He's like, I know I'm doing my hair while I'm doing this because I'm like in a rush to do these. So I'm not up all night, you know. And so Monday I got to take my son to the doctor's. And then my ex was like harassing the hell out of me, which was not cute. Anyway, show your love and support to your girl Marie and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. This is the weekly horoscopes for Sagittarius for the week of March 20th, 2023. Lots going on in the stars at this time. I'm out of breath because I'm trying to rush these and everything, and life is so annoying sometimes, but it's okay. So anyways, so on the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Mercury enters Aries. Then on 19th, 6:06 p.m., Jupiter semi-sextiling Uranus, if I can talk. March 20th at 5:24 p.m., the Sun enters Aries. And then on the 21st at 5:26 a.m., Jupiter semi-squaring Saturn. March 21st at 1:23 p.m., the new moon in Aries. So a lot of energy happening. On the 22nd, Ceres at 11:50 p.m. will be going back into the sign of Virgo. So we're a little bit more analytical and skeptical in our ways of thinking. And then on the 23rd, in the third house at 8:23 a.m., Pluto in Aquarius. So show your love and support, please, and like, subscribe, and share. So on the 19th for my Sagittarius at 12:24 a.m., Mercury enters Aries. Then at 6:06 p.m., Jupiter semi-sextiling Uranus. This is a time when you feel the urge to do something different, stepping out of your routine. If you have been stuck in a routine or stuck in a rut, this could be a time where you may go on a vacation, maybe cut your hours a little bit. For some of you, this could be a time where you may quit your job, or you may like break from certain organizations or even your routine, like workout routine and stuff like that, because you just feel burnt out on it. You have little patience with restrictions, obligations, and responsibilities. Just be careful not to get involved in something just because you can. You're likely to encounter a fair amount of serendipity now. You may be more prone to speculation and gambling more than usual. There is an urge to take chances, but the outcome may be hard to predict. Romance and children may be a source of surprise. Existing investments may take a turn, surprising turn for the better. Mercury and Aries in the fifth house. I feel with this energy here, this is in your fifth house. So of course, like I've been saying, you're more out and about at this time, busy time period for you. You know, even though you're a mutable sign, and then some of you are watching for your sun in Sagittarius or your Sagittarius rising, you can be more like an Aries because you have so much fire in your fifth house. And then with your natal planets in your fifth house in the sign of Aries, you know, this can be a time where you're very much like an Aries, okay? Because, and the reason why I say that, normally I say like your first 4 houses is like your behavior, but since you have so much energy in the sign of Aries, it's like that is also your behavior. I mean, it's like over 8 planets, and then you take your planets, you know, so we're talking about like 10 or 11, 12, 13 planets in the sign of Aries. So you're very much like an Aries right now. You're very tenacious. You love to be outdoors. You're curious about certain subjects during this time period as well. You're focusing on everything else going on. You're taking your responsibilities instead of focusing on the home, you're focusing on their responsibilities elsewhere at this time. For some of you, something new is coming into your life that's making you refocus and probably recommitting yourself to your goals at this time. So for some of you, this could be a beautiful time for your small business to be picking up, or for a business to start, or a career start picking up at this time and recommitting yourself to that online business or to your career goals during this time period. For some of you, this could be recommitting yourself to a group or whatever you got going on in your life. You're recommitting yourself to this project you left behind. You could be working on it again. I feel for others of you, personally, artistically, you begin to feel properly plugged in at this time. And again, you want to play around with your ideas at this time. This is particularly a time of reflection for you. Then on the 20th, the sun is exalted in the 5th house. So at 5:24 a.m., the sun enters Aries, taking on the overtones of Leo with the stellium. So for a lot of you, for some of you, you're very outdoorsy, like I've been saying. For a lot of my Sagittarius risings, you're definitely more like an Aries at this time. So you can be acting like an Aries. So this is a time you may be feeling very adventurous, outgoing, curious with this energy, falling in and out of love, very aggressive with love. So this could be new love coming in for you as well. You can be going on vacations with your partner during this time period. You love to do group activities at this time and getting a bunch of friends involved and going out somewhere or going on a group vacation. You know, some of you have spring break, so you could be trying to plan a trip with your friends and do something with your friends as a group. For some of you, you're very creative at this time and original in your way of thinking, starting new trends, starting new creative projects, starting new business endeavors with this energy. I feel for some of you, you're curious about certain hobbies and wanting to learn more about certain hobbies and investing more of your time in certain hobbies as well. You tend to take on a leadership position at work. You can be more aggressive when it comes to your growth, when it comes to career. For some of you here, spring break coming in, colleges, you can be making a point to go on trips. Like I said, you may be making plans to travel more so this month in April. Changes happening this week with your career for some of you. This is a breakup happening for some of you. You can be more about your freedom. So you can even quit your job at this time because of the monotony, or if you feel oppressed, you can rebel and get into a lot of fights this week with the people that you work with. On the 21st at 5:26 a.m., Jupiter semi-squaring Saturn. Then on the 21st at 1:23 p.m., new moon in Aries. Again, all in the 5th house. Your love life cools at this time. For some of you, it could be like two passing ships, or you two may not be talking to each other at this time. For some of you, you're not feeling your partner and you want to end the relationship. For others of you, you're probably having a falling out with friends and not on speaking terms with certain friends at this time with this energy. You have a difficult time expressing yourself with this energy. It's a time for close personal relationships and communications of feelings. Children may seek reassurance or want you to entertain them. You may be more practical and romantic in situations that are not, and you know, this could be also love at first sight for some of you. I feel for some of you, you're very analytical in your way of thinking now. You have a lot of clarity. A new romance may begin at this time that's very fulfilling. Children, if you haven't, will be fun to be around. This is a great time for family vacations. You're more inclined to express your emotions now, often due to fear, guilt, romance. And again, some of you who are in current love relationships, like long-term ones, it could be very quiet at this time, and you guys can be more focused on other people's responsibilities. Or if your children are older, you could be more involved in their life at this time, but you're not really invested in any kind of relationship at this time for some of you. This is a busy time for you. With this energy. Then on the 22nd at 11:50 p.m., Ceres in retrograde in Virgo. You want to hold on to something at this time and you want to let go. Can be a recurring issue. So you could be reevaluating your situation that you're in with certain people during this time period. You could be reevaluating your career direction at this time. I feel like for some of you, you're going within and you're just like really thinking about the things that you want at this time. This is a time of introspection. I feel like circumstances that really makes you feel at home and well supported emotionally and spiritually are asked now to be defined and redefined. Are you where you would like to be at this time? Are your values abiding or shifting? What is your personal bottom line? As you address these questions in your mind, you may find yourself redefining and more secure from within, and therefore better able to go after your goals on the outside because you know exactly what it is that you want. So you could be reevaluating again, your career direction at this time. Then on the 23rd, Pluto enters Aquarius. Changes happening in your third house of communications. The North Node and the South Node are forming that T-square, and you got a square going on too. This could be a positive time for change coming up for you. This could be a new routine coming in. For some of you, the energy here is a great time for those of you still in school currently, because you can be throwing yourself into your schooling. You can be getting an internship. You can be going back to school. Positive changes are happening here. You can be receiving some much needed good news, updating yourself with the latest and greatest technology, starting a new creative project for yourself, a new website. For some of you, the focus is more towards family, dealing with health issues. You do have a stellium in your 6th house, and you could also be dealing with health issues or a change in your routine. You may not like the changes that are coming up with your routine, so you can be apprehensive or not trusting the situation. Not the best time for love relationships if you live with them, because they could be dealing with their own health issues, God forbid, mental disorders at this time. Some of you could be dealing with somebody with drug addiction, or maybe it's a codependent relationship at this time, so you could be feeling the weight of that relationship. This could be you over the situation and thinking about leaving or moving out, or just feeling burnt out, okay, because you're always having to take care of this person. I feel for some of you, there could be conflicts going on with people at work or people in your family at this time. And this could be a transformative time for you with healing, recovering, or even working on yourself. And I feel like for some of you, you can be dealing with bouts of depression with your emotional self. So watch your emotional self during this time period. Now, you want to know more about Pluto and Aquarius. I talk about that in my monthly horoscope. So check for your rising, your sun sign, and your first house, okay? All righty. So the first card I come up with is the 7 of Wands. So this could be a frustrating time for you, because right now there's not that much movement going on with your life, and things seem to be a bit stagnant for right now, but things will change probably by Friday and then next week and what have you. The 10 of Swords, yeah, starting all over in certain areas of your life. Now, those of you with Venus in Aquarius at 0 to 8 degrees, Saturn in Aquarius at 0 to 8 degrees, and Uranus in Aquarius at 0 to 8 degrees. Expect the unexpected with this energy here, okay? So you can expect real shifts of energy happening during this time period. For some of you, you are more quiet into yourself at this time. For others of you, you can be a bit more frugal with your money and very, very, very resourceful with your money at this time, okay? The King of Cups, you can be a stickler for the rules. You can be a perfectionist when it comes to work. You can feel more in control of your situation, taking chaos and making it into order. The Page of Swords, I feel for some of you here that, you know, you do have people that can be butting heads with you during this time period, and you may not be getting along with them as much as you want to during this time period as well. For some of you, this is a time where you feel like you need a new beginning with this energy. So you're just like bored with your routine. Again, you have a bunch of planets in Aries. So you're just like over your routine at this time, you know, and you just need things to be switched up during this time period. So this would be a great time to kind of like switch around your schedule to make things a little bit more interesting for you. The 9 of Swords deals with depression here with this energy. So, you know, watch your emotional self, because it can also be a heavy time period for some of you, especially those of you with Saturn and Pluto with this energy. The 2 of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick. During this time period, this would be a great time for delving into certainty. Watch your spending at this time, because you can be doing some wasteful spending with this energy and just spending like almost on anything you can get your hands on. So really be careful with your money, because as quickly as money comes in is as quickly as it leaves. The Lover's card, you can be reconnecting with someone from your past with this energy. This could also be new love coming into the cards for you as well. I feel for some of you here, I feel like you can be feeling the weight of this relationship, because you're identifying way too much with this relationship, okay? So you're losing your identity with this relationship, and now you're coming out of that, and you're feeling like, who am I? So that's what's going on there. So don't like end the relationship. It's just that you need to start finding things to do for yourself. Okay. And it doesn't even have to be like your love relationship. It could be like working with other people. You could be an assistant to somebody, and you could feel the weight of that relationship, for example. All right. For others of you, you could have been in survival mode for a long time. And then now you're coming out of survival mode. And now you're like realizing what it is that you want, or you're starting to be more about your needs at this time. Just let everybody else know. The Six of Swords, you're moving on from past hurts with this energy. For some of you, you're very much in your head at this time. Other people could be stabbing you in the back during this time period as well. So keep your receipts with this energy. This can be a very busy week for you. But I feel like you're stepping away from other people because you're realizing that you put too much energy on other people, and that you're more invested in other people's drama, and you just can't do it anymore. Okay. So that's all that is. You just need to let the other person know that you need to be figuring out yourself and finding you. For some of you, this could be going on a romantic trip during this time period as well. So this could be some traveling coming up, and you're going to have a good time traveling with your partner. It could be very much needed for you and your partner. You can be dealing with a manipulative person or a liar at this time. So be careful. Don't believe everything that you hear. Remember, when they start talking thoughts of future, be like, where my ring at? Where my ring at, bitch? Okay, because I don't see my damn ring. Okay, no ring on this finger, so where is it? So let them know what time it is. I do feel like for some of you, there is a new love. You can feel connected to somebody new, and this could be a soulmate. For others of you, this could be your purpose-driven journey, and you could feel more connected with that. Or somebody is going to come into your life that could be a family member or a new friend that comes into your life, and this person you knew in a past life. So this could be something like that happening during this time period as well. For others of you, I see a successful move happening. I feel like this is a great time for online businesses and selling online at this time. The High Priestess card, trust your intuition. You can feel a psychic connection with this person and when this person is coming in. So that's a beautiful energy. The Wheel of Fortune card brings about a turn of events with this energy as well. So again, expect the unexpected. For some of you, this could be a reversal of fortune. Your luck can be turning around at this time, because I know that a lot of my Sagittarius has really been going through the ringer, Again, emphasis on psychic connection going on. I think this is a great time for teachers, or maybe a teacher will show up in your life. This is a great time for spiritual journeys, mental journeys, spiritual travel during this time period as well. So it's a beautiful time for that for you. Let me see. Okay. The Death card does bring about changes happening. I feel for some of you, if you had a no contact person, that this no contact person, this situation here could be changing, and this person could be unexpectedly coming back into your life during this time period as well. And I feel like you two are psychically connected to each other, and you two feel each other's energy. So you know this as well. All right. I do feel like this is a very competitive time for you. For some of you, I feel like you have a hard time getting ahead in your career because of your skill set. So you may want to think about going back to school if you want to. I also see for some of you, I hear an ending of a friendship coming up during this time period, which is fine because you learned all you could learn with this person, and now you can't learn no more. This person had to come into your life for a reason and a season, or be one of your roots, and then it got gangrene and just horrible situation. Okay, so and now it's time to move on. All righty. The Fool card, new beginnings, prayers being answered this week as well with this energy. This is a blase kind of energy as well. So beautiful time period. Okay, and again, things can be turning around for the better. The Queen of Swords, I feel with this energy here that you are creating your own path at this time. So this could be with your career journey. And sometimes we just create our own path. And this is you proving other people wrong during this time period. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work out. I do see somebody from your past coming back, a naughty boy or a naughty girl with this energy. The Five of Cups, you can be going through it emotionally at this time. There is a breakup happening around some of you with this energy. So somebody is leaving your life at this time. probably by your hand. I feel for some of you here, you can feel unprepared about a situation that is coming into your life. So there could be some quick decisions being made, or you could be taking initiative and saying, that's it, I'm out, and then just leaving a situation, okay? Whatever you're worrying about is more in your head than in your reality at this time with this energy. I do see misunderstandings, so don't allow the misunderstandings to cause you stress. Just go with the flow. I feel for others of you, you're worrying about somebody in your life with this energy. I feel for some of you here, this is change. And some of you are really going through changes, making some impulsive decisions because Mars is still not well aspected at this time. So you could be fearing the future at this time. For others of you, you have been really cautious and really patient about waiting about a situation, waiting for a sign to move on. Maybe you've been waiting for like your partner to break up with you and realize, bitch ain't leaving. Ha! And you have to make that dirty decision and be the bad guy because you want it to be about your honor and stuff. And now it's like, well, I really don't want to be here now, because like Aries, too many planets in Aries. And it's kind of like, we need to go. And all the planets in Aries are like, bitch, we need to go. We need to change. Bitch, we need to change. And unfortunately, you're a mutable sign. So, and so you could be fearing the unknown at this time, fearing the future, scared to make changes, scared of being rejected at this time. So you're scared to talk to somebody in your life with this energy. So those things can be happening for you this week as well, okay? I feel for some of you, you may even lack motivation. Now, if you do that, you're going to feel restlessness and it's going to cause you a lot of depression and you're going to be all up in your head like it's nobody's business, okay? I do feel like for some of you here that you can't focus, you have a difficult time finishing things. I feel for some of you here that something happened with a relationship. Maybe you had a crush on somebody and other people. It's kind of like, it's kind of like that Edgar Allan Poe story where the guy kills the guy and then sticks the heart in the floor. And then the only one that hears the heart in the floor is the murderer. And then he thinks that everybody else knew that he killed and everybody else. And then he thinks in his head that everybody else knows that they can hear the heart in the floor. So the whole time he's thinking, oh my God, everybody can hear this damn heart in the floor. And eventually he ends up telling his truth and ends up driving him crazy. So that is like you right now. You are assuming that everybody knows, like, for example, you are assuming that everybody knows that you like this particular person, but nobody knows. They are just, either you are just playing that sound in your head, that sound bite in your head, or you are just assuming that people know and they don't. Not even the person that you know likes them, but you're assuming that, So, and it's probably because it's really, really, really the truth, and you're not ready to face that truth, or you're not ready to confront that truth because of fear of being rejected. Okay. So at this time, you may have to bite the bullet, not literally. Okay. And face that truth, because if you don't, you got to do it anyways. And it's going to kind of drive you crazy. And it might be some kind of weird outburst. And the other person going to be like, where the hell did this come from? Like, why are you like ranting and raving on me? Like, I didn't do nothing with it, So don't do that to yourself. Worst comes to worst, ask. Okay? Whatever you're hiding, it's eating at you. Just ask at this time. The Strength card, I feel like this is your hard work and perseverance. You will have courage to say something, and like the cards say, don't worry about it, okay? You're worrying too much about certain things. You're overthinking certain things. The Two of Wands, this is a time of moving forward. You can be more cerebral and in your head. Not the place to be, because something is clearly bothering you at this time and you don't want to talk about it, and it's making you feel very, very restless, okay? I feel for some of you, you can be working on emotional health at this time, to be physically healthy with this energy. For some of you, you're breaking free from the drama of it all, and you don't want to invest in other people's drama anymore with this energy. So like the astrology said, you need a break. I do see this being a time of social workers with this energy. So this could be you dealing with a social worker, or this could be a very busy time for you as a social worker with this energy. this is also overcoming the self-doubt and moving forward in life. So eventually, the heart on the floor, you will get over it, because it's going to drive you crazy. And you know what? That could be all those planets in Aries, because guess what? Aries likes you to own your shit. Aries likes you to be brutally honest and straightforward. Like I was telling Pisces, Aries will tell you off, beat you up, and then be like, we're best friends now. And it's like, what the hell? And then Aries will chase you around. Like, for example, I have a story about my friend, my beautiful friend, my best friend. I love her to death. She's friends with this girl now. This is what's funny. Okay, so what happened? This Aries that she knows, I hope her sister's not watching because she's a Sagittarius too. This Aries that she knows was my friend accused her of stealing her grandmother's necklace. Okay. And I swear to God, and she left the relationship, my friend. And I always felt bad vibes from the Aries, but what happened was she was a bad girl. And then what happened was when she got pregnant, she changed like night and day. And it was like, woo. My mom said sometimes that happens to girls once they get pregnant, they boom, night and day, they change, So she did like a whole turnaround. So my mom was like, the girl that you used to know, that might not be that girl. And I was like, okay. Lily was still, oh, well, there you go, my friend Lily. So she was like, I am not making friends with her because she stole my necklace. And this girl literally stalked my friend at her job for like several years, until one day my friend was like, are you stalking me? And she's like, yes. And she's like, I didn't steal your necklace. Get over it. And I want to be your friend. And and I guess she decided to like finally give her a chance, because, that's how Aries is. Aries is persistent. Aries is obsessive like that sometimes. They cannot stand rejection, So don't be driving yourself crazy at this time, Stay in your truth, though. That's what that girl did. She didn't steal the necklace. I don't know what happened to the necklace. I didn't want the necklace. I didn't even know what the necklace looks like, okay? I would have never touched another person's necklace. If I wanted one, I would ask somebody, So at this time, stay in your truth and be open and honest about your truth, no matter how bad it is to other people, because, it's driving you nuts. All right. It's eating at you. And that's because you have a stellium in Aries. For some of you, you could be changing a habit, working on your willpower at this time with this energy during this time. The Queen of Cups, reconnecting with someone from your past. All right. So I do see new love, or this is a love that you already know. This person has a crush on you. You may have a crush on this person. I also feel like this is traditional dating. So this is a serious relationship as well. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind. I feel like it's trying to reconnect with somebody. And I feel like you will reconnect with this person, because you got the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Queen of Swords, which tells me that you will eventually talk to this person, because just like the heart and the floor, it's too much beating. Okay. For some of you, you haven't been able to talk to this person because you're dealing with your own grief at this time. You haven't been able to get over that grief, so it's been like really hard for you. And I feel like this week, and when Pluto goes into Aquarius, because guess what? Aquarius loves to fix people's problems. And Aquarius, just like Pluto and Virgo, and Virgos loves to fix themselves. So you could be using this time period come Friday to work on yourself. Okay. So this is you getting yourself out of grief, making yourself get out of your hurt. I had to do it. It sucked, but I did it. So this is you doing that at this time. Okay. The Knight of Swords, again, emphasis on new love, reconciliation coming up. I feel for some of you here that this person may send you a message, like a DM or something like that with this energy. The Ten of Coins puts an emphasis on money. And I feel like for some of you here that you may be preferring to be more by yourself at this time. And again, because you're probably going through grief for some of you and you're not over it. I feel like this is a great time for contracts and negotiations coming up for you as well with this energy. The King of Coins, I feel like for some of you, you're creating your boundaries with others. For others of you, you may have your walls up with certain people, or this is this crush.
and you're afraid to get close. So you rather spy on them and obsess with them from afar rather than talk to them because you don't want to get hurt. And on top of that, you're already dealing with grief. So it's kind of like you wouldn't be able to handle it, you know? But I don't feel like it's going to have the outcome that you wanted. So know that, alrighty? And the Two of Cups. I feel like this is a serious love relationship. I feel like you're psychically connected to this person. So trust your intuition during this time period.
All right. I love you, my Saggies. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie. Thank you for everybody who was liking on there. I really appreciate that. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.